I'm gonna start off with a little bit of time while I'm up here. Where to start? I used to work with a midget for a short time. People like to say, midget's kind of offensive. We should call them little people. But what does that make us? Normal people? No, fuck that, I don't like labels. But I used to work with a midget, and at the back of the store we had these swinging doors, and one day he went up running and kicked through the doors, and I was like, dude, you gotta be careful. There could have been a kid on the other side of the door. You could have been seriously injured. I've been working on my truck. I've been doing some pretty extensive work. I gotta get to the clutch. For those of you who don't know, it means I gotta take the transmission off, which is a pretty heavy part, right? Now, to cradle that and lift it down, I need an adapter for my jack, right? Now, short word for transmission is tranny. So I went on to Google and I typed in tranny jacks. And the first couple thousand results was tranny jacks off huge cock. And I was like, not what I was looking for at all. That's when I realized there are no shortcuts when working on vehicles, so spell transmission out all the way. I seen a dead cat in my neighborhood. It's pretty sad. I was sitting on the corner by the stop sign. Every bit of me wants to take a picture of it and make a found poster. It was sad until I made a joke out of it. We have couples here tonight. We got a couple right here. You guys married? Or are you just swingers? I don't know about marriage, love, and all that bullshit. It's kind of a meat grinder to me. You put everything in the beginning, and in the end you watch as it all falls apart. Yeah. I might be a little bit biased though. I grew up in a broken home. Heater cooled, garage door wouldn't open, pipes froze, dial-up internet. Just not a good place for a kid growing up. I want to say through all my relationships, I think I finally figured out what my dream woman would be though. And I'm not going to be picky. I don't care about age, height, weight, race. She could have a hairy back, she could have a single tooth, she could have a hairy tooth. I don't care. All I want to see in the apple of my eye, at the very core of her, is that she's a mute. And don't get me wrong, I'm still going to learn sign language so I know how to talk to her and everything. Every year I'm going to get her brand new mittens on her birthday. We're going to live somewhere where it's cold. So when we get into arguments, I'll just turn off the heat so I don't have to deal with any of her bullshit. Wow. Who needs women in your life when you got dogs though, right? I got 2 dogs. I love them. They're great animals. They replace women in my life really well too. They greet me with kisses at the door when I come home from work. At night they take up half the bed. I find their hair everywhere. And I'm paying for all their shit, so it's pretty much the same thing. The one thing they don't do though, is they don't leave the lights on when they're done doing their makeup, so. Oh man, I love my dogs. One of them, he's begun expressing his interest in rabbits with his teeth. Last fall, it started, he got a rabbit in my backyard. And in the middle of the winter, he got another rabbit. And he finished strong this Easter by digging up a whole rabbit nest. And he killed 10 little baby rabbits. It's pretty sad. I did give him a burial, dug him a nice deep hole, laid some leaves, laid some sticks, laid the departed, laid some more leaves, some more sticks, mounded dirt, a stick on top of the dirt so I knew where not to mow, and I said a couple words like, I'm sorry. It's pretty sad. The silver lining to all this though, is that I now have 40 lucky rabbit's feet if anybody would like one. They are genuine hair. organic, grass-fed, and they couldn't be any more local. They're from my backyard. So. Oh boy, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I had a hell of an experience this last summer too. I was out with my dogs for a walk, and I drove like 15 minutes out of town to stay away from people. And when I got there was another car. And it might not be a big deal to you guys, but with all the horror movies and everything I've seen, I knew these people were out here to kill me. But I went for my walk anyway. And not 15 seconds on the trail, I heard from the woods a man's voice seriously shout, just, "Die, you evil bitch, die!" I was like, what the fuck is going on? I thought I was about to witness a murder or something. I froze my tracks, my heart raced. I don't know how long I was standing there. But I was sure as shit happy when some kids came out of the woods and they're hitting themselves with sticks and stones, right? That's when I realized they were LARPing. You guys know what LARPing is? Live action role play. It's this thing where you get to pretend to be whoever you want and do whatever you want. And in this case, it was some witches and warriors duking it out in the woods. And that's when I realized he didn't say, "Die, you evil bitch, die." He probably said, "Die, you evil witch, die," right? What they didn't realize is that was a level 32 warlock, so I jumped in and saved the day. I was like, "Fireball! Fireball! Flame shield! Fireball!" Never thought I'd have the balls to save somebody's life that day, but I did. I'm just joking. That was a lie. The LARPers were dressed up as rabbits and my dog killed them. So. Alright, that's all I got for you guys tonight.